Hello everyone, today I am finally reviewing Venom and the cinematic wonder that it is. Venom came out a long time ago at the time of making this video, but I did see it around the time it came out. I went with two of my friends and we both had no idea what was going on. This entire movie makes almost no sense whatsoever. It is so mind-numbingly entertaining for all of the wrong reasons. I've seen the movie 3 times now, and I still have no idea what happened with this movie. So, let's get into the cons first, because there's a lot more cons than there are pros. So, the first con, nothing makes any sense. So the movie starts off, it's in space, and then an alien ship crashes, and then it's like a horror movie. You've got some corporation that just does everything, led by Carlton Drake, who's the villain, and his entire story is that he's the villain. And then it cuts to like a comedy, like romantic comedy thing with like Eddie and Michelle, and it doesn't really establish what their relationship is. I'm pretty sure they were engaged. And then there's this weird montage. It's like Eddie's on a motorcycle all of a sudden, and there's rap music playing, and then it shows a bunch of different things of Eddie Brock going around reporting on things. And I have no idea what's happening. And then you've got stuff like him climbing into a tank to eat lobsters. Like, I was just sitting there, and I'm just thinking to myself, what the is going on? Leads me into my next point. The fact that so much of this movie was clearly cut out. I think before Tom Hardy said that his favorite 45 minutes of the movie were cut out. The movie's about 2 hours long. According to Tom Hardy, nearly a third of this movie was removed. And basically, you can clearly tell that by the time you get to about, like, when Eddie gets the symbiote, because characters just start doing things for no reason. Like, Venom symbiote is evil. It's like, I'm gonna help Riot, because they chose Riot for this movie for some reason. Like, who cares? He's gonna help him take over the world with the other symbiotes. And then, by the end of the movie, he's like, no, Eddie, you changed me, or something. It's like, they've been together for, like, less than an hour in this movie. And then he's just suddenly, like, there was a part, he was on top of a skyscraper, and he said, maybe your planet isn't too bad after all. So your entire reasoning for abandoning your species and staying on Earth is that the sky looks cool at night with the buildings? Like, what is happening? The characters are all one-dimensional. I don't know. Like, Carlton Drake, he's the bad guy. Michelle is the love interest. Eddie is the protagonist. I mean, they could have given Venom so much depth in this movie. I mean, if you look at the comics, he's like a conflicted anti-hero who struggles to be a good guy and, like, a bad guy sometimes. In this, he's just like, I'm gonna, I don't know, save the world. I guess because he lives on it. Also, we shouldn't eat people's heads, but I'm also gonna just eat everybody's heads, so it doesn't matter. Some of the CGI looks iffy, but it doesn't really take away much from the action, which I'll get to in a little bit. But Tom Hardy's accent is so funny in this movie to me. I don't know why. Whatever accent he's doing, it makes every line of dialogue just hilarious. He's like, I'm Eddie Brock, I talk like this, I have a power sight. It's like, what are you doing? That's what I think, that's how you summarize this movie. The 3 words to summarize this movie, what are you? Because I have no idea, and I've seen it 3 times, and I own it on 4K Ultra HD. Okay, I've barely scratched the surface of what this movie is, because you just have to go watch it. But let's go to the pros. Let's go to the pros here. So the first pro is that the action is actually entertaining. Like I said, some of the CGI is off at times, but like everything with Venom just beating up people, or that motorcycle chase where Venom is on a motorcycle and he's riding around. Yeah, that's cool. And I feel like I can't stop talking about the plot here. I'm gonna have to just jump back to how the plot makes no sense at all. During this motorcycle chase, Carlton Drake, the bad guy, as he is, he's just like, we need to take him alive because he has achieved symbiosis. So we're gonna send exploding drones after him. How do you take someone in alive if you're trying to blow them up? If you blow someone up, they're dead. And the thing with symbiosis in this movie just doesn't make any sense. So not everyone can have a symbiote. It has to be like a perfect match. But the Venom symbiote basically just bonds with everyone. I mean, it bonds with Eddie, it bonds with Michelle, it bonds with, oh wait, why do I keep calling her Michelle? Her name's not even Michelle, it's Anne Wang. It doesn't even matter, okay? Anne, not Michelle. Why do I keep calling her Michelle? Is that the actress's name? I don't know. I don't understand this movie. It hurts my brain talking about it, even though I love this movie so much. So, you know, Anne can bond with it, Eddie can bond with it, a dog can bond with it. Carlton Drake also can bond with a symbiote for some reason, even though they established that not everyone could. So I don't know why they established that not everyone could, if it has nothing to do with the plot, and also it just is completely ignored. It's stated at one point in the movie that, like, the symbiote is killing Eddie by, like, making, you know, his, like, liver's failing, but it's not brought up again. It's just like, okay, his liver's failing, and then Venom's like, I can heal you. It's like, well, if his liver's failing and he's dying because of the symbiote, how can the symbiote heal him? Why is his liver failing to begin with? And then it's never even brought up again. So, I don't know why that was in the movie. It just made literally no sense whatsoever. Okay, sorry for that little, you know, intervention about how this plot makes no sense, but I had to talk about it real quick. I just had to. Another thing about this movie is that the parts that actually try to be funny are funny. Like, the comedic parts in this movie work. I mean, sure, the rest of the movie's completely hilarious, but the parts where they're trying to make jokes and stuff, it's funny. I actually think that they were pretty good jokes. The movie itself is a joke, but the parts that were seriously supposed to be jokes were good. So I can compliment the movie on its action and its humor. And the final pro, I think I've already talked about this. This movie is so bad that it's amazing. There are many movies like that, you know? Actually, there probably are. You got, like, The Room, Birdemic, Batman and Robin. Venom is probably better than those, but it's also stupid and awful, but it's really entertaining. And it has this corniness that the Raimi movies kind of has, but like amped up to 11. And this movie's just so good for all the wrong reasons. Like, I love it, but I mean, it sucks, but I love it, and I want them to do more. Which maybe is a bad thing, because, you know, they'll just keep releasing bad movies. But if they can be the same level as stupidly hilarious and awful as this movie, then we're set. I mean, they're making Venom 2. Andy Serkis is directing it. He's directed like 2 or 3 movies that don't have good reviews. I don't care. He's a good actor. I don't know if he's a good director. Just capture the feeling of this movie and make a sequel, and you're set. I mean, it'll suck, but it'll be so entertaining and so fun. So here's something I'm doing that I've never done with any review so far. I'm creating a new rating for this movie. It's not falling on my rating of terrible, bad, meh, okay, good, great, and amazing. I think that's all of them. I'm creating this new score below terrible. Actually, no, it's probably not below terrible. It's on a different list. It's on a different list entirely. And it's the rating of so bad it's good. It has transcended terrible, becoming so bad it's good. And the thing about this is, there actually, like I said, there are good moments in this movie. The action and the humor are great. Tom Hardy's loving this movie. So you can clearly tell that at least some of the people put, you know, care into this movie, I guess. And the action and the humor is good. So it's not like every single aspect of this movie is awful. It's just that the story and the characters and everything just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that was my review of Venom. Please watch this movie. It is so funny that I die laughing every time I watch it. It's so insane that this movie even exists. But I'm happy. So if you guys did enjoy my review of Venom, and you have the similar thoughts or whatever, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'm gonna start saying that now, because YouTube just sucks at notifying people. So anyway, that just about does it. See y'all next time. Goodbye.